1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Final Fantasy XVI. There's a slight glare on my TV that I'm just gonna have to deal with, because we got ourselves a new crystal to deal with. Hey Goots.
Just let me get me stuff out.
The big hammer. I like how it's called Goots' Toil instead of Karen's. Silken Sash and Diamond Armlets. I still don't know if those are going to be worthwhile enough to replace the Drake Slayer bracelet and belt. Like, maybe after I upgraded them, but it doesn't feel like it would do that much. It doesn't feel like it'd make that much of a difference. Those are all kind of boring. Of course, this one is pretty good. I do like the idea of this one, just because charged magic is pretty strong. But it's fine. It's not a big deal for me just to do it on my own.
How else I can do for you?
Yeah, see, and a Silken Sash +1 is... that is pretty good. 69.21, whereas my Drake Slayer's belt is 74.23, and that's just the +1 version of it. How much does it go up from just a regular, sash? I don't think it's gonna make enough of a difference for me to really worry about it.
You be brave now, boy.
Torgal's always brave. And we give him those big bones. He's nice and full.
Drake's tail is right there, Clive. It's time to free Storm from the crystal's curse.
The old crystal, like, went away and it formed a new crystal. Are we not gonna talk about this?
Oh, it's past time. But remember, Bahamut is still out there.
And I dare say we'll be seeing him again before the night is done.
So what has made Dion seemingly go nuts? I'm guessing it's something to do with Ultima. Cause yeah, he shot civilians. Which I don't feel was what he wanted to do.
No more roads.
We'll have to find our own path.
Thanks for the high potion.
Do you feel that, Clive?
Ether.
Good thing Torgal's immune.
Just what we need. Another flood.
It's already turned them.
Then there's no reason to hold back. Let's try.
Hello. Uh-oh, war cry. The captains have a bunch of defense right now. Don't particularly like that because they have that war cry thing going. Okay, if I can knock you down, that would be ideal. There we go. Take you out that way. Bye-bye. Okay, we have 1,100 ability points to spend. I don't think I missed anything there. Kind of a lot going on. I came from that way. There's not like a treasure up here or anything, right? Nope, I can't open this door. Or is that where we came from? Yeah, no, that's where we came from, because then we walked out here. Whoops, I got flip turned upside down. And I can't go down that way or anything. Okay, yeah, it's pretty linear little zone. No treasure chest or anything hiding for me. Alright, open up. I imagine we're going to be having a icon fight today. Oh, there's one of the crazy things. There they are. Uh-huh. Gotta take care of the ads first, though. Uh-huh. There we are. Owie, pain. God, I hate these things. That was a good parry. Gives me the opportunity to come over here and finish you. Okay. Now we can deal with you. You deserve our full attention. Alright. Bang, 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 bang. Alrighty. Zap. How dare. Big blueies. Might as well, I guess. Collateral justice. Boom. Kablamzo. Alrighty. Pretty easy stuff.
There must be a way to climb up.
Alrighty, so... Let's see here. Trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. How much AP do we have now? Do I want to upgrade anything? Oh, I can upgrade Raging Fists. Increases attack potency? Yes, please. Yeah. And now it's mastered? Oh, wait, no. That just made it mastered. Yeah, now it can be assigned to any icon. Let's see here. Currently have it set here. Raging Fists and Wind Up. Pile Drive, Rising Flames. Judgment Bolt, Thunderstorm. Yeah, I think I want to get rid of one of these. Question is, what do I want to keep? Do I want to keep Thunderstorm or do I want to keep Rising Flames? I think I want to keep Rising Flames, mostly because it's already mastered. Whereas Thunderstorm is just learned. And I obviously want to keep Raging Fists on Triangle. Just because I'm kind of used to that at this point. So let's put it up here. And then here we can have Upheaval. Alright. And then we can replace Thunderstorm with Pile Drive. So I'm gonna have to get used to that stuff again, but at least it's more... yeah. I'm gonna have to get used to things again, because I know I'm gonna go over here and try to do Upheaval for my parry, but... it's fine. Alright. We have more Titan stuff on now, which is good. Because I quite like Titan things, and at least the button hasn't changed for Raging Fist. It's still triangle, it's just on a different icon now. Alright, where did we come from? Where did we go? Where did we come from? Clive Joe. I went into that menu and I got flipped. Alright, there we go. Alrighty. Treasure? The Breath of Lightning Judgment Bolt. Hello. Currently we have Raging Fist damage and Pile Drive damage. Reduces Judgment Bolt cooldown by 9 seconds. I don't really think I need that. Judgment Bolt's good, but usually I only ever want to use it when someone's specifically staggered, and it's not like I stagger enemies that quickly. It would be good as like a just kill this annoying enemy button, but we'll stick with what we got. Hey, Joshua.
Is that Phoenix? Joshua! What is he doing?
Keeping the Bahamut occupied.
Joshua! Joshua!
Clive. It's too dangerous.
Fuck. Hold on, Joshua. I'm coming! We have to save him.
And we will. We just need to keep moving.
Alright, yeah, I mean, Joshua's just doing this so we can destroy the crystal, Clive. We gotta go. Alright, Revenants.
Not now.
And pile drive is over here now, so I gotta keep that in mind. I didn't even mean to do that because I'm so used to having Phoenix Shift to follow up pile drive with, but I don't have that now. So once again, things that we gotta get used to. Alrighty. Easy. Music's getting adequately hype at the moment. Am I gonna have to fight a Lost Bahamut like I fought a Lost Titan?
What was that?
Bahamut. He'll kill us all.
Yep, Bahamut sure is shooting everything.
There he is. Joshua! I'm here, brother!
Clive. He can't hear you.
Joshua!
They're heading for the heart.
And so should we.
Alright, let's go. Hi. God, you need to go first. Ooh. Whoops, that's the wrong button. See, already making the mistakes because I had to swap things around. You do get used to stuff, muscle memory kicks in and all that.
You're finished.
Yeah. New enemies. These remind me of the elementals in Final Fantasy X. That's all I can think of. You know the ones, how there's just like floating pieces, usually of the element that they are. All I can think of. I should play Final Fantasy X sometime on the channel. I like Final Fantasy X and I haven't played it in quite a while. I could play 10 too as well for shits and giggles. I still enjoy the combat and class system of that game, even if a lot of the other stuff is weird. Alrighty, so... Let's see, up there, nothing, 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 okay. So up here... I wish I liked Blind Justice more. Because, yeah, I mean, I like having Ramu on, but I don't really use the ability that much. It's just not as useful as a lot of the other ones. Maybe I'll get a new icon I like more. And I can just master the Ramu abilities that I really like.
We don't have time for this.
It's over here now. There we go. Alright, big lad. Very cute. Whoops. I was ready, but I didn't do it fast enough. There we go. Not Spirits Within. Not Final Fantasy Spirits Within. Anything but that. There we go. I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. Uh-huh. Hit him with the Judgment Bolts. There we go. Pretty good damage. Did take a bunch of damage there, but what can you do? There we are. Break that. shit. Punch right through it. Oh my god. There we go. Ooh, nice level up. Yeah. Alright, not too bad. Not too bad. I am kind of excited to get a new icon. That's gonna be fun. Because, I'm imagining I might be absorbing a little bit of Dion here. It's okay, we have Excalibur. King Arthur's on our side right now. So we got this.
Are those the council chambers? How are they still standing?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's almost like they possibly prepared for this eventuality of Dion doing this, because the crystal was protected and stuff too, and I don't recall it being protected by... Maybe it was protected by a barrier like that? It never absorbed us, though.
He'll be alright, Clive. He's a survivor.
We're getting close.
Then the Kashik Dragoon? No.
It looks like somebody doesn't want us getting any closer.
I don't care what it wants.
Neither do I.
Necrophobe. Wow, that wasn't a block? That sucks. I thought that would have been. Ellie. Nice, I like your Ivy whip, though. Ivy from Soul Calibur, that is. There we go. There we go. Mm-hmm. Big punches. Alright. Hit you with one of those. Alright, we're just gonna have to build it up with basic attacks here. High as we can go. Alright. Ooh, okay, you're fast. Probably don't want to be hit by that Firaga. That was the wrong... Damn it. This is what happens when I swap. I got it to make things work, but it does create some issues. Alright. Shit. Ow. Thought I'd be good. There we go. God. For some reason it's really, really hard for me to get you with that shit. We have upheaval. There we go. There we go. Big, big damage. Dark energies await. Uh-oh.
To know what that is, we have to end this right now.
Okay. Pop this. There we go. And fire go. That was a cute dodge. Oh, good parry. Dual cast Blizzaga. That's annoying. Got it. Okay, you're super done. Upheaval. Wind up. Judgment Bolt. There we go. Yeah, I do like Judgment Bolt quite a bit. It's very strong. Mastering it will be super expensive though. Okay, increasing wind-up damage is a very, very good call. I might swap out Raging Fists for that.
These beasts, they're getting stronger.
We can think about them later. Right now, there's only one thing we need to focus on.
The heart.
Its name was a necrophobe, which just means it's scared of death? Could possibly read into that a little bit to get some idea of the story and the goings-on and everything. Alright, Favor of Earth, wind up. Increase my wind up damage by 10% is fantastic. Alright, let's continue. I had to use a few potions there. No high potions, though.
We might be able to get up through the building.
It's worth a try.
Indeed it is. 3 chunks of Werite. Alright, building.
Wait. There's someone up there.
Is there?
Is someone there?
Mother,
It's you.
what happened here?
He tried to take him from me. Oh, my boy. My darling boy.
Is this the child you made with the Emperor? Why, Mother? Why did you betray us all?
You have no right. Answer him.
We took you in, savage. Show some respect for those who raised you. Honorable Elwyn, always thinking of his precious homeland. But what worth is a homeland in a world beset by the Blight?
Father did not seek to protect his country. He sought to protect his people.
A leader's duty is not to protect his people. It is to protect the source of his sovereignty. The noble blood that runs in his family's veins. So long as this bloodline remains unbroken, what does it matter if a nation falls? One can always found another. Unlike him, I did my duty. I preserved my line. I bore a son of the noblest blood, to whom the whole world might kneel. That is why I gave Rosaria to Sambrek, that I might join my line with the Lesages and birth a savior of this benighted land, blessed by both Bahamut and the Phoenix!
You sold your country for a child.
Why did he need another? You had Joshua.
I had nothing. You were always your father's son, so very strong and bold and daring, and yet you failed to awaken. Would that Joshua had been granted 1/10 of your strength? Oh! How the nobles laughed that Elwyn's firstborn was surely the son of a concubine, and my own, not long for this world. The shame of it! The shame of being slandered by one's inferiors! How could you ever know how that feels?
Oh, it's so hard for you.
You! Why didn't the Phoenix choose you?
Joshua's every waking moment was spent trying to shoulder the burden that you and the Phoenix and the Duchy foisted on him. That's why I became his shield. To help bear the weight. But what did you do? You betrayed your own blood and surrendered your son to his fate!
Joshua. My darling boy. I never meant to hurt him. The soldiers' orders were clear. He was to be spared. Why did you survive when the only one I truly cared for died?
What? Have you not looked out of the window? Joshua is here! The Phoenix lives on! He's battling Bahamut as we speak!
God, Annabella is insufferable. The worst in every possible way.
Joshua! Wake up! I am a shield of Rosaria. And I will do my duty.
What are you...
There it is.
Ifrit? Joshua?
Ifrit's like, I can't fly, but that's never stopped me before. There's the Mega Flare. Okay, so wait, that was Mega Flare, or what am I thinking of? Giga Flare? I thought Mega Flare was like a giant beam, but no. I guess it is just the magic missiles. So I'm super wrong there. Ow. God, they love scraping us against walls, these icons. It has been a very long time since I've seen Bahamut use Mega Flare, so I'm not surprised. It's blooming like a flower. Oh, it's the flower that... Yeah. That Losages love. That flower. We're gonna fight on a giant flower, eh? Oh my god, I love how you have, like, spears on your wings! What the hell? Yeah, backdraft finish, idiot. Eat it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Precision dodge. Don't care. Can you come down here, please? Owie.
Joshua! No! Leave my brother alone!
I've learned Spit Flare? Ooh, okay.
We'll face the consequences.
Alright, Spit Flare. 5 has learned the ability Spit Flare from Bahamut. Press R2 and triangle to release a massive stream of light that sears anything in its path. Use left stick to aim, press X at any time to cancel the attack. Extended exposure to the flare will cause enemies to become partially staggered, canceling any initiated abilities. Maintaining the flare for its maximum duration, meanwhile, will result in an enhanced finishing explosion. Okay. Quintessence. That's fine. I'll just destroy all of these, if you don't mind me. There we go. That's pretty cool. Uh-huh. Cute. Oh, I was trying to brimstone there. Failed. Nope. Huh. You're very, very good at dodging me there.
Now it's my turn!
There we go. Get down. Big damage. Just breathe fire all over you. Alright, I feel very cool now that I can shoot a Godzilla beam.
Shit. Can't reach him. Don't do this!
There's Giga Flare. Okay, I was right. Yeah, Giga Flare is the giant beam.
Brother!
So Mega Flare's the magic missiles, Giga Flare's the giant beam. Got it. Ooh, do I get to place Joshua?
I'll come back for you.
It's Joshua time! Yay! Embodying the Phoenix again. Controls for the Phoenix are as follows. Move, aim, fire, charge fireball, evade. Use left stick while holding circle to lock onto multiple targets. Release to launch a volley of fireballs. All of their abilities. Okay, so we move and aim, fire, charge fireball. That makes sense, but if I hold circle, I can lock onto multiple targets, and then everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Okay, whoop. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just keep charging that flame at it. Uh-huh. I mean, the charge shots seem to be the best thing to do here. Ow. Uh-huh. Okay, here's, boom. There we go, there's my volley. So, what happens if I do that? Just, uh-oh, here's Mega Flare. Whoop. That's a pretty nifty ability you got there. I hope I can Mega Flare all over some fools. I'm sure I'll be able to. Uh-huh. Oh, I got hit there. Bit of that just by pelting it. Okay. Don't know what that would have done to me, but I was not keen to find out. God, what a cool battle. Whoop. My aerial shmup battle we got going here. Uh-oh. And boom. Whoop. Oh, got hit by that one.
Where is he going?
Clive, I need you to wake up. My attacks don't do that much damage, Clive. Ow. Alright, there we go. Uh-huh. There we go. Just pelted a few times. There we go. Ow. Thought I dodged that. I did not. I like to think, given if they could remake Final Fantasy IX, this is what a lot of the Aeon, what were they called in Final Fantasy IX? Were they just called summons? What were they, like, not Aeons, Icons, any of that. I'm trying to think of what they were called. Can't quite remember. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, Giga Flare in.
Those things are pouring in more ether than I've ever seen.
Uh-huh. I knew we were gonna get our Giga Flare moment. Uh-huh. I'm just gonna focus on these. I'm not even gonna attack the other ones. 4! Oh, it's so cool! Uh-huh. 3. Uh-huh. Alright, there's our Giga Flare. No Giga Flare for you. I think this is actually more damage than doing the charge shots when you're actually, like, just kind of floating like that. Ooh, game chug there. Dion's really good. And Flight's a powerful ability. Big punch. Ho 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 ho.
Clive! Thank the Founder!
It's now or never, Joshua.
Alright, do I get aerial support now? Mortal coil? None of that, please. Owie. Brimstone? There we go. Countered, you jerk.
Good work, Joshua!
Owie. God, if you're this strong and Odin could stand toe-to-toe with you, man, how strong is Odin? I mean, his horse can't fly, so... That's one question answered. Come down here. You come down here. Stop that. Alright, had to pause for a second because I got a call, but we're good now. Nothing was missed. I basically just paused the game and took that call really quickly. Will you come down from there? Your stagger meter is already down, I can't help but notice. Terraflare! Oh god! What is this gonna do? I don't remember a Terraflare. I'm surprised that everybody around us wasn't completely obliterated. Oh. I guess we are fighting inside the flower, so maybe they're protected because of that. I was about to say, you're getting staggered. Uh-huh. Bang! Just build that up real quick. And then... There we go.
Now, Joshua!
Get him, Joshua, get him! Oh, was that a fastball pitch? Oh no, we're jumping at the same time. I thought I was riding on Joshua's back getting thrown into you. Kablooey. No, Joshua, maybe you should go take a rest on Fort Condor, huh? I think you deserve a rest. Bahamut defeated. Wow, only 100 XP, huh? And 2,000 or 100 2,000 experience, 100 ability points. Oh god, hiccup, please.
What now?
Oh, here we go. We're lost. We're lost Bahamuting.
This is drinking the ether.
to stop him.
We can't be having that happen again. Except it already has.
Joshua, are you alright? Damn it. You have to be stronger than this. Come on, Ifrit. Show us your true power.
Are we fusing? What is happening? Oh my god, we are.
If we become one.
This will be enough. We can do it, Clive.
Dad, we will. Together.
Fusion high! Yay! Alright, let's go. I got me some cool peacock feathers now.
Are you ready?
Ready!
Are we battling like in space right now? Like, that's the planet down there. Oh my god, we are. We're battling in fucking space now. Oh my god. Can this get more crazy? Embodying Ifrit Risen. Enhanced versions of most of Ifrit's abilities are available. In addition to Wildfire, Ifrit Risen has been given the ability to, Lightspeed, which is similar to Phoenix Shift, allows for a swift approach. Lightspeed can be executed by pressing X. Okay. So I have Wildfire, but I also have a Blink now.
Match such power. By trusting in our own.
It does not specifically say this is Lost Bahamut like it did Lost Titan. Which is interesting. Whoop! Ow! Didn't mean to do that. Whoop! What's the timing on this? Fuck. That was my bad. Ow. Okay. Uh-huh. Got a break there. Ow. Damn it. Okay, this is Aura Burst. Don't want to be hit by that. What is this? Whoop! That's that. Okay. There we go. Hit you with that because it does big, big damage. Uh-huh. Whoop. Make sure we hit him with a brimstone. There we go. That's big damage. Okay. Where'd you go? I mean, this is totally like... I guess it's not Lost Bahamut. I guess you didn't succeed in actually absorbing the thing. I thought you looked slightly different, like your wings got bigger, but maybe not? Because yeah, it's not listing you as Lost Bahamut. I thought you got slightly bigger from drinking the ether, but maybe not. Maybe we are just fighting regular Bahamut again? Uh-huh. Radiance? None of that, please. Oh, I thought I could get in on you. It's not gonna let me, though. It blocks me. No. There we go, there's my burst finish. Ow. I'll use a firelight just to get rid of the vignetting here. Your shit's down. There we go. And hit you with one of these because it does stupid damage. Alright, and then do this into you. And brimstone. There we go. It was a little bit late on that, but we made it work. Okay, none of that, please. Okay. I thought I was out of that. I was not. Celestial Foundry is such a cool name, though. I got magic missiles of my own, idiot. Ow. I can get away from that. I can't. You got one more? No. Readying Terra Flare. Just go ahead and hit you with one of these. That'll finish you. Alright. Yeah, that attack is way strong. Oop. Okay, you got me. Ow, you got me again. You're actually making me use my firelights and stuff, Dion. There we go. Spit Flare. I think this is it. I think Dion's done here. Alright. There we go. Some of those attacks I might have needed to use that to completely block the damage, but... Uh-oh. Oh god, that's beautiful though.
He would burn the world.
Zeta flare! There it is! Oh god.
Not today. Come on, Joshua.
Instead of father son Kamehameha, we're gonna do a brother brother Kamehameha.
This ends now.
Alright, let's just push it back. Return to Cinder, please. God. The boss fights in this are so crazy, so many crazy over-the-top set pieces, and I'm here for it. They're just so wild. That's a shot! Oh my god. That's such a cool shot. Yay, 300 ability points and 3000 XP. There's my light shard. Power of the icon Bahamut made manifest. Crystal is bright as the sun and can be heard to emit a soft hum. Sorry, Bahamut. Dion, you should join me though. We are no longer jive. Joshua and Clive together. Jive is a good name for it.
Dion.
Also, I guess icons can breathe in space. We have no need of oxygen. Good to know. Cause we are up here. Like, still pretty close to the Earth. Might be in gravity's pull.
Joshua!
Clive!
My brother.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're alive. We both are. Nothing else matters. I never dared hope that I would see this day.
Reunited at last.
Jill.
Even Torgal's like, hey, it's Joshua. Ah.
This is for my father. It is done. The demon,
that would tear our house apart is no more. Father.
The Mother Crystal. It's collapsing.
Right. We need to leave. No. Wait. I owe him a debt. Fine.
Hey, give me those Bahamut powers, though.
You there.
Don't reinforce the
Nobles
walls.
will be found in the situation.
Report, Captain.
Can nothing be done to call them off?
I regret not, Your Radiance. The Dragoons answer to none but His Imperial Highness. The Council is powerless to intervene.
We're hearing reports of rebel
Madness is this, Dion.
throughout the neighboring districts.
Focus all efforts on extinguishing the fires around the capital. The city can wait.
Don't dally, man. Go!
Your Radiance.
And I want you to find out
Make sure the doors are locked.
next movement.
By the light! Dion, have you taken leave of your senses? Call off the Dragoons at once!
Fear not. The populace will come to no harm at their hands. I am here to save you, Father.
Save me?
A creeping darkness hides in the heart of Senbrek. It stems from your wife, the traitorous Annabella.
Not another word, Dion.
Father, though you may not see it, the darkness has taken hold of you. It has made you forget yourself. But I bid you remember, there was a time when you ruled not with cruelty, but with compassion. Why now do you turn your back on your people? Why now do you seek to stoke the fires of war? You too have borne witness to this change, Your Eminences. And you know, as well as I, who is responsible for it. A puppet now sits upon the throne, but cut his strings, and the master loses the power!
What?
Dion, you bear steel before your Emperor? Guards! Take him!
For every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. Those were your words. But when the last of your citizens has fallen, and all of their homes have been reduced to ash, what will become of your empire, of its rulers, of your god? As the Mother Crystals crumble one by one, and the Blight sweeps in to claim all that we hold dear, our people look to their Emperor for protection. Yet he labors not to secure their futures, but to seize what is left of the twins for himself! Even if it should come at the cost of everything his loyal citizens have labored to build!
Dion, you must understand.
A small price to pay, is it not? You've been blessed with great power, Dion. Enough to win me the world. So go, claim Valisthea for me, brother.
Dion.
Gods! Gods!
Father.
Poor father. How he doted on his children. That he would die to protect me was plain. It was but a matter of when.
You planned this?
You did well to endure so long. But you broke in the end, as I knew you would. And now Muthos approaches. Put him to the proof. I would see if he breaks. Go, Bahamut. Kinslayer.
Okay. So Ultima can just mind control people. That's wild. Also, yeah. It wasn't actually Annabella that was being... Well, I mean, she was being dragged along by Ultima, but Ultima straight up was Olivier. Which makes sense. And then, yeah, I was wondering if the bit of patricide was what was going to be what made Dion kind of just go berserk, but no, it's just... Ultima can apparently just control icons and dominance and just send them at me. Alright, well, we did not break against Bahamut, so eat shit, Ultima.
Not again.
Brother?
It's a long story.
You cannot stay here, Mother. Come. Take my hand.
Get away from me! This is all just a dream, just a bad dream! You will not take me, Shadow! You will not take me!
Mother.
Cannot say I feel very bad for Annabella. I mean, she may have been led by Ultima here, but she still had her own shitty ideas and ideals that she was doing before Ultima had a hand in it seems. So,
It is consciousness that weaves your wills together. Consciousness that blurs the boundary between your own will and that of others. Then we shall set you apart once more. The ties that bind you shall be severed, and humanity return to its proper place. By primordial Primogenesis shall a new age of reason begin.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna reset the world.
Your Majesty. Don't you want to play? It's been a long time.
If that is your wish.
Men, you are as meek as all the others.
Such feeble creatures. Gifted the power of icons, yet slaves to fickle emotions which usher you to your doom. And so you bind your fragile wills with strands of consciousness.
The wretched handiwork of a wretched people.
The sons of fire were united at last, and for but a moment their flame burned bright. Soon Muthos shall become our perfect vessel.
And then shall the world be remade.
Not before the bonds are severed, of trust, of respect, of love. Only when every strand of consciousness is cut away, may Muthos return to our side. By primogenesis shall all be undone. Mankind shall be rid of his wretchedness, and Muthos of his will. But while he yet clings to it, he has the power to forge bonds anew, and so we bid you. Find Muthos, and sever everyone.
To destroy that which has no physical form. You ask the impossible.
There is nothing your black blade cannot cut, Odin. We shall unite with Muthos, and bring forth a new world. So long as our vessel remains unclaimed by humanity.
It shall be done, Master. My will is yours. Mother.
God. Okay. Oh. All right. Well, yeah, I mean, we already knew you were in the pocket of Ultima. I didn't imagine that Ultima was turning into your lover for you, though. You know, I didn't realize Ultima was just turning in whoever you felt like boning that day. And then can even turn into your mom, and you can lay naked on her naked self. That's not creepy. Yeah, so Ultima just letting you see all the people you want to see again. Makes sense. Makes sense. And it seems like, yeah, you're the ultimate instrument of Ultima here to try and get Clive to awaken. And it specifically said you had to destroy all the bonds that I had made. Does that mean you're just gonna start coming for all my friends and slowly make Clive like super pissed, and then he'll be your perfect vessel when he's just angry and just acts on reason? Seems to be what they're going for. All right. Look at my little Stolas. We have not had the opportunity to save yet, that's why I'm still playing, so...
How is your brother?
Asleep since I returned from the Dominion. Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse. For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
It's never ending. Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all.
Well, I mean, Ultima summoned that, you know, the sky's not actually sad. Things fall apart. The power of light. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Bahamut's essence. Attuning with Bahamut not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities, such as Impulse, which creates multiple spheres of light that pursue a target, dealing it continuous damage. I don't know why I had to read that so fast. Bahamut's feet. Use Bahamut's iconic Wings of Light to begin casting Mega Flare, an immensely powerful spell that showers enemy with a deluge of searing light. The longer the spell is charged, the more powerful the results. Press circle to cast the spell when ready. Taking damage while casting will cancel the spell. Interesting. So I just kind of sit there and like wait, and then it'll eventually go off and I can do a Mega Flare. Interesting.
Taya won't be happy if I disturb Joshua. While he rests, I might as well see what Otter has to say.
Alright, well, I don't think we're going to be doing anything else right now. Bahamut channeled. I know I don't want to see it yet. I'll look at that next time. We'll look at that next time. Alright, cool. So, alrighty. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.